and it had an element of both the pagan and the new Christian tradition, kind of marrying the two. Again, with the Dutch settling in America in the 1700s, they changed the name to Santa Claus, and so we had early American tradition of Santa Claus, and how Santa Claus got branded here in America was actually through "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," right? That poem that came out in the 1800s, because up until then nobody exactly described how Christmas was supposed to go. But this guy wrote this poem. I'm trying to think of his name right now. Clement Clark. Clement Clark Moore. He wrote this story, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Everybody's heard the story. And that was the first time anybody ever talked about Christmas and Santa Claus, and how Santa was jolly man with the white beard and whatnot. So he introduced the modern elements of Christmas for us through that story. There was no modern Christmas up until that story. See how everything kind of ties in, especially with Santa coming down a chimney
The
with
chimney.
reindeers. Yeah, that wasn't even heard of before the story. Like there was no Santa and reindeers and all that, right? All that jazz
Wow.
before the
That's
story.
fascinating.
Yeah. So after the story, then that's what happened. Everybody started depicting Santa with some reindeers coming down a chimney, right? And all that stuff. Now, what also helped with that and solidified that you had an artist in the 19th century, Thomas Nast. He had a painting where he solidified how Santa looked, right? Plump with the beard, white beard, right? And then guess who drove it home either further for the commercialization? Coca-Cola, right? Let's go ahead and talk about
Yes.
them, because in the 1930s they had a big marketing campaign that featured a lot of Santa that we recognize today, and even the red that's on the Coca-Cola can is called Christmas red, right? That's how
Wow.
successful that campaign was. The color, the red that they have, has been trademarked. Nobody else can trademark a Christmas red. It's by Coca-Cola, and they were the ones that
Wow.
shaped our psyche as far as how Santa looks and how we portray Santa to this day.